What's up, YouTube? Today we're going to be debunking the HuffPost. The article is right here. We're going to be debunking this crap. I'm not saying that they're wrong, but what I am saying is that, it's their opinion. And it's not fact. And they're acting like it's fact. So it's not like they're wrong, but as a person they're not wrong, but as a conceptualizer and person who's vocalizing what they're saying, they become wrong. Assuming that we're not pro, Black lives, or so this is basically saying that all lives matter is a bad thing to say. So let's examine exactly why that is. Okay. So the beginning part was just to get your attention. All lives matter. You're being an accidental racist. And he says, I bet you're pissed. I don't mean to, it doesn't mean what you think. He says, I bet I have your attention right now. So he was meant to provoke. He says, all lives matter. What you think is we should not highlight that Black lives matter because all lives matter. This whole article, it starts saying things like, as it turns out, you're not wrong. It's like, well, you're not the decider if I'm right or wrong. So you can't tell me. I'm not going to say that you're wrong or you're right, but you can't tell me that I'm right or wrong when you're no smarter than I am. So this article already starts at a holier than thou, like acting that they know who we are. And they do this by assuming that we're whites, and obviously we clicked on it, so we're pro all lives matter. Anyway, so that's what this is addressed towards, trying to guilt trip you by making it feel like they're talking just specifically to you, but in reality, this person is just kind of winging it and assuming that she's talking to the person that she thinks she's talking to. So when she says that you're not wrong, she's acting like she's coming from some moral authority. That's just from her own assumptions. Okay. The problem with all this promise of all lives matter is what goes on unaddressed in your line of thinking. Because all Black Lives Matter is trying to highlight that there is demonstrable evidence. And that part made me sick. There is demonstrable evidence that Black Lives matter far less than white lives to the criminal justice system. I like that. They're being specific. Okay. I guess the way we react to it is different. Should we decide that no, all lives matter, so let's get rid of all this demonstrable injustice? Or do Black lives matter too? And the truth is, they both matter. Black lives matter, but because of that, all lives matter. And because all lives matter, Black lives matter. But you can't really separate races like that and say Black lives matter. I mean, you know what I mean? Okay, let's keep reading. I'm trying to communicate this to you is tricky. See, it's like, I think I know what you're trying to say. You don't have to talk down to me, as I put it. Because of this very system, you haven't been exposed to this socio-cultural divide. You haven't had to witness firsthand the different forms it takes. See, this is the third time she says you literally do not see the disparity in how your racial group is treated compared with others. You might not have noticed, for instance, the inherent bias of news media, such as the language used in coverage of different racial groups. See, that's assuming that bias used towards racial groups is anti-Black, when you could arguably demonstrate that it's pro-Black. You never see white lives matter, this and that, like all lives matter, as far as being set up legitimately. Yeah, the ones that they show are the crazy people, or it's on Fox News, which you know what you're getting when you go on Fox News. Nothing wrong with it. It's conservative, and I'm frankly conservative too. But to say that the bias towards the news media is toward